Seems like every time I go into a new area, I want to approach it slowly and cautiously because I just don't know what to expect. It's all new. I'm trying to take it in. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm going to be slow to moving around. Uh, it's just, that's just my habit. But when I'm ready to leave the area, I can leave it pretty quickly. Um, when I'm going through known territory, and that could be partly why people drive crazy around here, because they know the area and they just get kind of bored with it and impatient, and they just rush through. It's like switching from that conscious thinking when you're new to the area, and then moving to an automatic pilot. Like, it takes me a few days, like this area, this immediate area around the library. There were turns and twists I didn't know how to take them, and so I was constantly trying to think about where I needed to turn and all that. I was just concerned about it, and then after a few days, I'm just making the turns without even having to think about it. It's just the turns kind of hit. It's that phase where I'm familiar with the area, and it starts getting kind of boring, and then I might start getting a little impatient with having to make those same turns because they're just so familiar. So I'm trying to frequently change up my habits, where I park, and just where I go and stuff, just so I can try to keep the conscious mind going. Imagine if somebody was in a position to perpetually have to, they're constantly changing their environment, to perpetually have to think, okay, where am I going next? Where am I going next? That would be. I wonder how long somebody could do that for. I'm not really fully engaged in that because I'm too poor. But I think it'd be pretty stressful to do. A lot of people, then you get sick. All right, and then you have to fall back into your like a routine. You got to slow things down, get familiar with your area, and then you can get into a routine where you're not having to think so much about where you're going. Where's the bathroom? Where's the store? Where's everything? What streets do I turn down? Which direction do I go? When you get kind of sick, or you really have to slow things down because you're a little tired, then you'll stick around an area and get familiar with it, and then you could fall into a bit of a routine. Some people really get stuck in those routines. Imagine people living in the same house all their lives or something. They probably, I would think they get the most impatient just because they're so familiar with their area, and just they're so bored with it. Maybe TV kind of rescues them from their boredom of being stuck in the same place for years on end. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, I move more cautiously. I let people speed by me, especially when I'm new to an area, and I'm changing environments enough where I am just constantly trying to be cautious about my driving. Is yeah, if I think I used to, I used to get kind of impatient, like working a job, driving from home to working a job. I'd get impatient with that drive and just want it to be done. But being in new areas a lot, I'm definitely a lot more cautious. I'm more in the thinking mode instead of the autopilot. And but which is better? I don't know. I'll say which is more financially responsible, like is actually having the job and getting into that routine where you're constantly impatient and all that. That's where you make the money, I guess.